Good evening and thank you for joining me once again for a summary of news making headlines this hour. The Office of the President has strongly condemned an article that recently appeared in a local English daily alluding to a leadership vacuum in Namibia. The Special Advisor to the President on Media, Mokwaita Shanyengana, says governance is a collective effort. He says President Hifikepunye Pohamba is committed to ensuring that he provides quality leadership within the framework of the SWAPO Party manifestos, National Development Plans, Vision 2030 and the Namibian Constitution. The Office of the President charges that the writer seems to harbour personal dislike for the President, and yet it is the same President who has been rated one of the best performing leaders on the African continent. Germany has pledged $200 million for infrastructural development in the Kavango-Zambezi Transfrontier Park. This was announced by the visiting German Minister of Economic Cooperation and Development, Dirk Neibel, during his meeting with President Hifikepunye Pohamba yesterday. 5 SADC leaders last week signed a treaty that formally and legally established the Kavango-Zambezi Transfrontier Conservation Area, CASA. Through the CASA initiative, the 5 partner states aim to ensure that the natural resources across the international boundaries along the Kavango and Zambezi river basins are conserved and managed for present and future generations. The Electoral Act is being reviewed. The process started today when the Law Reform and Development Commission and the Namibia Institute for Democracy met with political parties in Windhoek. Namibian elections are governed by the Electoral Act of 1992, which has so far been amended 9 times. The Electoral Commission of Namibia has also been taken to court by some political parties for alleged irregularities. It is hoped that the review will help come up with a better electoral law. The new act is expected to come into force next year. The Education Ministry has warned tertiary education students against plagiarism. This also includes so-called experts and lecturers who are allegedly doing assignments for students. The Deputy Education Minister, Dr. David Namwandi, warns that the practice is a criminal offence and the culprits could face the music if caught. He issued the warning at the launch of the University of Namibia's 3-year Bachelor of Accounting program and the National Accounting Talent Search examination last night. Dr. Namwandi also urged tertiary education institutions to expel the culprits. South African police have fired stun grenades at supporters of controversial ANC Youth League leader Julius Malema ahead of his disciplinary hearing. Malema is accused of sowing divisions in the party and bringing it into disrepute by calling for Botswana's government to be overthrown. His supporters threw stones at the police who were blocking them in Johannesburg. The police have erected a steel gate and barbed wire to close the main street leading to Luthuli House, the African National Congress headquarters, where the hearing is being held. And those were the stories making headlines this hour. Thank you for watching. Good night.